The ace of trump.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played
Or
that
sort of like
every
that,
single day.
You throw out a whole bunch of the low-end cards.
Well, it's high. The way we played it, it was high in red, low in black. So, if you had 10, and that was the number cards. Obviously, the face cards were higher again. But the fingers, and the knave of trump were the two highest cards in the pack. That's the way we played.
That's the only place that word is allowed in the streams.
What?
That Trump word. When it refers to a card game, not politics.
I'm gonna block myself. Oh, look,
You know what? I actually forgot how to play euchre.
Brilliant game. But yeah, we used to play in a pub every Friday evening. And you'd play in pairs. And, you used to have like little signs to each other if you had the fingers or the knave or the ace of hearts or something like that there. And somebody would forget what symbol meant what. And they'd end up throwing out the fingers and they'd take away the king of trump from their partner. And then the row would start. And it was just funny as fuck. I love playing that game. I used to make a fortune out of that game. I'm a pretty decent card player because I'm very, very hard to read. So I have a great poker face.
That sounds very similar to euchre. It's a fast game.
Yeah.
I mean, you got a 30-minute lunch hour. You could play 2, 3, 4 hands easily. And we just used to play, for nickels, dimes.
Yeah, we were the same. Like I think it was something like a pound a trick is what we would call it. And a trick is if you won the hand. So if you won so your 45 was the winners. Whichever team had 45, it was £9 the one of everybody else playing on the table. So it wasn't big money. Like.
This sounds like euchre.
I'm surprised I never got in trouble in high school. We used to play bullshit in high school.
Dallas Jarwin, thank you for the host. Much appreciated.
Well, you're talking of it.
That's a game I never actually played. Bullshit.
Yeah, we played it in the middle of classes. We didn't care.
It was either Texas Hold'em, 5-card stud, or 45. Trumps or whatever you want.
What was the other one? There was another one I used to play too. It was real fun. Not school appropriate either, but...
Well, I don't think any card is school appropriate because you're gambling. Dave just left the server. Good night, Draves.
You know what?
Well, bullshit's really, really not appropriate to be playing in the middle of class.
I'm going to have to one of these days look up the rules for euchre again because I haven't played it in 30-something years. I don't remember the rules anymore.
I don't remember any of the symbols of the guys I used to play with. Screwed. They still do a card school in one of my local pubs every Thursday night where, just normally 2 tables go on, 8 men to a table. And it does be a lot of fun.
If it's what I'm thinking it is, Johnny, it's something that really works out well when you're hanging around with a bunch of folks at your job site and you got a 30-minute lunch. You can sit down, grab a deck of cards, split it up, pull the cards out. It's usually the low-end ones. It's mostly all face cards.
Funny you say that. We would, if we were playing at lunchtime on the site, we normally would have just played 25 in singles, not 45 in pairs. That's normally the way it would have worked.
We could knock out 4 hands in 30 minutes. And yeah, it like you said, you start figuring out signs because normally you play with 4 people, 2 sets of partners basically.
Yeah.
And you figure out.
If you scratch your eye, that means you have the ace of hearts.
You work out signs.
You tug on your radio. That means you have the finger. Stuff like that. It was just, and that'd be the row. Then there's no communication allowed. Not communicating. I just an itch ear.
Yeah. We gotta be talking about the same game, just a different name.
So
I was trying to find a card game we used to play in school. Tried based off of the name I remember, which it wasn't the correct name, but I ended up finding lights, and it is a light that is the shape of an ass, and to turn the light on, you slap the ass.
Oh God!
And I am not kidding.
I think Sarah would love that light. To be honest with you.
Slap activated butt light.
Yeah. She would absolutely love that light. Oh. I actually found a TARDIS mod for Farm Sim today. I didn't try it out yet, but I looked at it and laughed my ass off. Basically, lets you teleport. You just double click anywhere on the map and you can teleport there, whether you're in a vehicle or not.
Yeah, I've seen that. I haven't wanted to do anything with it, but I have seen it.
That'd be pretty useful on this map. Because apparently your trailers can be full if they're bulk, but if it's bales or pallets or something like that, you can't do it because they just fly all over the map apparently.
Wonder if it works the same way though if you're using UAL.
Don't know. Can you make it change growth states as well? Which?
Alright, I'm posting the link. It's to what I used to play, called euchre. That's the rules. You strip down a deck of cards and play with 2 sets of people playing partners, so you got 4 people. It's a very fast game. I have completely forgotten how to play it because
does it have time travel? Not that I noticed. I didn't mention anything about time travel prompting, but I just laughed when I said you can teleport anywhere with stuff on board. Or how easy would that be then? You know, like you could use.
Yeah, it'd be way too easy. Basically, that mod was created for overly lazy people that really shouldn't be playing Farm Sim at that point.
Hey, fuck you! I resent that.
You resemble that. Says
Samu, who is now on Mod Hub US looking for the TARDIS mod.
Dude, Dude, I downloaded it earlier when I was looking at the Big Bud DLC.
I knew it. I just knew it.
Why not?
Yeah, exactly.
When you get time, Johnny, take a look at that link.
I will indeed. Just give me a second.
No, hurry. I think it's.
You see the only chance you have me looking at a link you post up in chat is if I go and look at it straight away. Because if I leave it, I'll forget completely about it.
Looked at.
I heard TARDIS. I love Doctor Who. Yeah, there's a TARDIS mod in Farm Sim now, baby.
I think it's the same game or similar game to what you're talking about.
I need to start watching Doctor Who again.
You do realize
started up.
You do realize, Johnny? It's
no, we don't strip the deck. We use full. We use the full deck, so we do. There's something in C. I don't know whether you could change it or not. That the fuel making BGA at this one won't take it out of the auger wagon. Haven't tried any of the other ones yet. I want this one. It won't take it out of the auger wagon. Music Cruise. Thank you for the host.
It's just that when the word Trump came up,
it sounds like a similar game, but we use the full 52 cards.
Euchre, they strip it down. And the game goes fast. It's very fast. Like I said, 30-minute lunch period. We could play 4 hands.
Wonder is it worth buying that? Not going to buy it yet. Don't think we have any of the stuff needed for it.
Whoop.
Well, that's something I mentioned earlier. Some folks think the best thing to do is go out there as soon as you can buy it, go buy the factory. Well, I used to think the same thing.
Nah, you got to keep the factory fed for it to make you any money. Can't keep it fed unless you've got stuff to feed it.
Yeah, and I can tell you who taught me that.
Give?
Nope.
KW taught him.
Yep. You hit the nail on the head.
Yeah, no problem, baby. Might be for a while yet, but I'm making it tonight before I go to bed.
You gotta do other resources first.
You got to build up your resources before you start worrying about factories.
Yeah, maybe you can afford it. Maybe you can buy it. But if you don't have the resource to keep that are sitting there stored already to keep up with it,
Work at
then
3,
you're
so
going to be strapped down like a dog on a chain.
you've got work at 3. What the hell are you still doing here? Sure, what time is it? Watching the day. It's 20 past 1.
KW is probably in here someplace or listening somewhere. I don't know, but
I haven't seen Kid Dub all night, man. Surprising, I thought he would be. Whenever I'm getting off, baby.
he is a very smart man. I don't know how he does it, but he figures out the physics of a game and a map, and he figures out how to do it, and comes up with ways that I would have never came up with to make it the most efficient to do, especially if you're trying to run and play a 4X map by yourself, nobody else.
Something I've done, but I've only ever done it with Courseplay.
I would not try a PV map by myself. I had thought about it because I thought about just going back to 15 and dicking around in that for a little while. It's like, no, not gonna play a 15 map by myself. Screw that.
The
4X map by myself.
Good night, music crew.
It can be done.
It can be
Oh, I
done.
know it can. I just don't have the time or patience to want to sit there and do it by myself.
You can do it.
Do a 4X
And I'm
on
not-
my own, but not PV.
Nah, I've done PV by myself. Done the
The
first
thing is,
3 PVs by myself.
some folks can figure out. Now, granted, he used placeables. He let me on. This blew my mind. In PV Rivers, he let me connect to him because he doesn't have a server.
It's on a home host.
Not even that.
He does single player, but he did like what I did with.
Ah, but I mean,
One
to
night.
show you what he had done, or did he just show you on Steam or something?
He showed him on Steam.
On Steam.
Ah, right.
And I said, yeah, I would love to join. I would love to see what you've done.
In my case, it's not so much that I can handle it. I know I can handle it. It's my machine won't be able to handle it.
Okay, that's fair enough.
I could play the map. I could handle it, but I would get bored before I ever got close to finishing it because there's so much to do on the map.
Yeah,
So,
that's
yeah,
why.
but-
That's why. If you're going to tackle one of these maps by yourself, Courseplay is your friend.
Now, he didn't use course play though.
I know he didn't, but I'm just telling you the way I would do it.
But it's-
Courseplay is definitely your friend.
Me and Courseplay don't get along very well.
It's
I like
Don't
Courseplay,
you
just
start.
don't
You're
like-
turning into Reaper now.
Oh no! I like Courseplay. I just
I like
have problems running
Courseplay.
Courseplay properly.
Courseplay.
Then you
And I
should
get that,
search
and I don't
Johnny's
want to mess
VODs
with
and
course.
find
I don't
his-
even want to mess with courseplay.
Horseplay is
Because
so
it's
simple to
multiplayer
use
only.
that a baby could use it once you learn the basics.